G'day guys, and welcome to Leila Central. As you can see, it's been a bit busy with the train layout, and haven't done an update for a bit of a while, and I thought I've done enough now to show you guys what I've been up to and where we're at. So, what have I been up to? Well, starting with the track, as you can see, I've started it in the corner here. Haven't fixed that part down because I'm still to work out my radiuses and the other basically bits and pieces for over further, so that's just sitting a bit loose. And but otherwise we come around here, and as you can see over in this direction, just over here, we've got a couple of gaps at the moment, and that's because that will be a carriage shed. And at the moment I'm not sure on the width and the openings for the carriage sheds, so as a result haven't put I've got some of the track in there to indicate where I want things, but haven't actually finished it yet in case I need to adjust things for clearances for the actual shed itself. As we continue down the line, it starts to really open up, as you can see, down to that the main line there. So essentially we have two main lines here and here. These two go straight through the middle, and the outer lines, so this one and this one over, that one over further, and I'll open up to essentially the station. Now this little bit of a loop that I've got sitting right here, sorry, I'm just moving the tripod, so right here, as you can see, it diverts off and goes into what will be a small freight yard. And again, haven't put the end pieces up over here because I'm not 100% sure yet, still on building clearances and all that stuff. So this will be in place where it is right now, but as for the length, we'll have to wait and see once I get my buildings, etc. So as mentioned before, we've got the carriage sidings occurring way over here. This line and this line over here are the lines to go into the station, and these are the two main express runs through the centre. They go straight through. Obviously a nice big long head shunt over here from the carriage sidings, and that'll also allow for any DMUs and stuff to go through. We continue up a bit more further, as you can see here with this carriage, and we essentially then all start to connect again. So the outer line here and this one here eventually converge into the middle two here, as you can see by those turnouts. As we progress it down a bit more further, sorry, I've got stuff here on the floor and the tripod's not sitting right. So otherwise, if the train doesn't continue here, if we go right across here, it goes into a couple of sidings over further. Now, it's either going to be a bit of a timber yard or a mill, flour, it could be a coal yard. Not entirely sure on the industry, but that will be an industry of some sort right in there. So 3 sidings, bit of shunting, all links up to that. And obviously on the outside here, if the train doesn't go on, it does eventually go into a siding around here. Now looking back at the actual curve as well, as you can see, I've got some very big generous curves occurring. So the curve essentially doesn't start till about over here, and curls around right across. So as you can see, nice big generous curves. And last time I measured, there were about I think the outer one is about 63 inches and the inner one is 60 inches radius. So very, very nice wide sweeping curves. Continues around. You know, again, same radius with the curves again through here. And eventually it will link up. Not link up, but essentially continue on through here. Now I do have a bit of a joint siding, change over here with the crossings as well. And that'll just allow me to switch trains to which line, left or right, etc. Because back over further, they do have the option to switch over as well. And of course, then it will link over to, or go across my bridge, which will be here, back over to here, and then go around. And that's part of the reason why that track isn't fixed down over further, because I haven't planned anything here. So once I've got my curves, put the board in here to cover that hole, that track over further will start to be more secure. Now, excuse the castle, that's not part of the layout at all. That's from Warhammer stuff that I used to do, and that's something that's floating around. It's driving me nuts because it's in my way. While I've been away, I've also had some new purchases, as you can see here, from some scale dial items. So I've picked up a couple of industrial sheds and brick buildings. These don't have a set place on where I'm going to put them, but these were at an exhibition. They were reduced, and I swooped on them. Very good price. So I'm imagining these couple of buildings right here, these form part of a set, and I'll probably put those near the station, as we mentioned earlier, or near the goods yard. Not 100% sure, but I'm sure they'll come in use, and for the price, it certainly was worth it. And of course, this little thing was only $6 Australian, so I couldn't say no to a small little hut either. Again, there'll always be a place for something like that on the layout. Under the bench work, haven't done my wiring yet. Obviously with the track laying that I've done, I've put in my feeder wires or dropper wires, ready to be connected to the bus. Haven't done that as yet. I have obviously drilled also various holes and bits and pieces for my turnouts ready for point motors. So won't install them just yet, but in due course I will. And obviously the holes there ready to go, along with also the frogs and their wires. So for example, if we look at this, where is it? Right there, you can sort of see it poking out. There's one of my frogs right there. So yeah, still yet to hook all this up. Still got a fair bit of wiring left to go, of course, as well. All the sidings have their dropper wires done. Just got to hook them up as well. So yeah, so the layout still isn't operational yet, already for testing, but wouldn't be too much far off, I would imagine. The biggest holdup for me at the moment is the bridge right here. We can see my crate and Scaldale boxes are sitting right here. Unfortunately, at the moment, the place where I'm getting the bridge from has had a bit of a back order, and it's been delayed. I've been waiting a few weeks for it, and I'm still waiting for it. So as soon as that comes, I'll hopefully get this the double track main line going, hooked up and running for testing. I've certainly done a bit of testing with the coaches and of course wagons with the layout, just to make sure it does seem to flow right, and all seems good. But yeah, very keen to get some trains running, and yeah, giving this a very good test. So now, if you're here for the first time and you're liking what you're seeing, hit that like button below as well. It's just so I get a bit of an idea that you do like what I'm presenting to you. And of course, if you're not subscribed and you're interested in following my progress, yeah, hit that subscribe button. Join me, and of course, I always like people's feedback, so don't hesitate to leave me a comment as well. And hopefully it won't be too much long, and I'll update another video for you guys. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll keep in touch. Talk soon. Bye.